I came here tonight just as a guest, and they said, do you want to tell a story? And I was like, I get to talk into a microphone? Absolutely. So I'm very humbled to be in front of a room of people who have made their life's work, making the world a better place. And that's absolutely. So I do stand-up comedy, and so I'm going to tell you some of my embarrassing facepalm moments, as funny as I possibly can. So hello, I'm Katie Hewko-Dykes, and I'd like to establish from the start that I am a liar. But let me be clear, I'm a specific kind of liar. My favorite kind of lies to tell are food lies. Well, Katie, what are food lies? And I'm so glad you asked. Now, it's no secret, I am a fat girl. Cat's out of the bag, guys. If you have visually impaired friends with you tonight, just tactile sign it out, F-A-T. Until recently, I really didn't like my body. I, like every woman in her 30s, had body image issues. So I felt the need to lie when I would go out and get food so no one thought that it was for me. I don't know who I thought I was kidding. Yeah, Katie, you got that right there because you don't eat tasty cakes and then diligently lick the residual frosting on the wrapper. No one's buying that. Katie, you're buying 2 Mexi Melts, a cheesy goodie to crunch, and 3 roll-ups for yourself? I don't care if you order 2 sodas, you're throwing no one off your scent. It was a really rough time for me, but I existed, and I'd like to share 2 of my favorite stories about it. My first story is how I lied to Rite Aid. I went to Rite Aid to pick up some prescriptions. Totally innocuous. So as they were preparing my scripts, I go and I peruse the store. You know, I'm getting my pharmacy treat yourself moment on. I pick up some nail polish and magazines, and then I realize I'd like a snack. And I use the term realize loosely. When I realize I want a snack, that's like realizing you have an arm. I mean, that shit's always there. So I think, Snickers ice cream bar. I dig my grubby little fingers into the freezer of Rite Aid, which is basically the island of misfits microwave dinners. It's bleak. But I get my ice cream, and I make my way to the register, and I go to cash out. And behind the counter is a young adolescent Carl covered in pimples and his youthful self-doubt, and he starts checking me out. Smooth sailing. He's got the magazines in, he's rounding the corner with a nail polish, and then bam, this guy gets the ice cream. And Carl decides to open his mouth. Oh, are these any good? I mean, you couldn't just do your job, could you, Carl? You couldn't just ring me up, you had to ask about the ice cream, didn't you? So what do? I lie. But I don't just tell one lie, I tell a series of lies. Lie number 1, I don't know, bullshit. Lie number 2, I've never had one, obvious bullshit. Lie number 3, it's for my boyfriend. I was wearing the same sweatpants for the 3rd day in a row. I was very clearly single. So somehow Carl buys it. I, an adult that pays bills, that gets mail with my name on it, has successfully duped a teenager at his part-time job. It's a very proud moment for me. I complete my transaction and exit the pharmacy. The bullet has successfully been dodged, but I'm a little arrogant. So I get in my car, and like any red-blooded American, I start eating my ice cream. I don't leave the scene of the crime. Time is of the essence. I've got melting ice cream. So I park closely to the store because you simply cannot expect me to walk an extra 20 feet outside in the dead of summer. Remember, I am a big girl wearing sweatpants well over their expiration date. I am big, I am ripe. I apparently also can't read. Okay, so I'm gobbling down my precious treat, and who walks out to take his break and looks me right in the eye but goddamn Carl. And I just see his head cock and his shoulders drop in sheer embarrassment for me. So what do? I peel out and I leave Carl and my dignity in the dust, and I never go back to that Rite Aid again. Except for before the time it's legal for an underage employee to work there. I definitely went back. Bye, Carl. So story number 2 is, and it is my favorite. It is a beautiful story that I love telling people. So I used to work as a bartender Thursday night, and this woman that I worked with, Maria, was very very mean, and so I wanted a milkshake, a chocolate milkshake, and I left. And at this point, my engagement had ended. I moved back home. I was living with my family. I gained a lot of weight, and I really was in a bad place. And so all I wanted after work was a goddamn chocolate milkshake. So I'm driving home, and where do I go to get a chocolate milkshake? But clearly the 24-hour McDonald's down the street from my parents' house. So I pull into the McDonald's drive-thru, and it's basically what I call my vacation home because I'm there a lot. And I pull through the drive-thru, and I pull up to the ordering board, and I say, "Hi, may I have a chocolate milkshake?" And the zombie on the other end croaks out, "Why?" And I know. And I am just livid, and I lose it, and I say, "Why? I don't know. My engagement ended. I hate my job. I'm living with my parents. I am gaining weight abundantly, and this person on the other end wants to ask me why I want a chocolate milkshake. You have that audacity? Just give me my milkshake." And there is a brief silence, and I feel so validated and vindicated in what I have just done. And this person waits a moment and says, "Ma'am, I said size." I say, "Fuck." Medium? So I pull around, I don't even make eye contact, and basically I can just feel the person say, "Here's your milkshake, asshole." I give them money, and I don't take the change, and I pull into the closest parking lot and start drinking it because I've got ice cream. Time is of the essence. Just kidding, I pull away. My point is, love yourself. Don't beat yourself up for your size. Don't take what societal pressure puts on you. You are beautiful the way you are. Health should not be dictated by anyone but yourself. And eat your ice cream and don't fucking lie about it.